Welcome to Aiken This Week. I'm Glenn Parker. Today our guests are both coordinators with the Parks, Recreation, and Tourism Department. We have Rasheka Gaines and Adea Jackson joining us. Welcome, ladies.
Thank you.
You didn't tell me it was going to be Purple Day on the
Sorry.
show. We could have coordinated all this, made it look good. Why don't each of you just take a couple minutes and tell us about yourself, how long you've been with the department, sort of overall what your responsibilities are. I know we're going to get into some specifics, but Rasheka, why don't we start with you?
Okay. Well, I've been with the City of Aiken for 15 years. Some of the responsibilities that I have now as a coordinator is Summer Adventures Day Camp, which is going now. It has been filled since it started in June the 8th. I'm doing Touch a Truck, which also is Saturday, July the 25th from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. We have Aiken Senior Extravaganza, which is coming up soon, Kids Marathon, and we also have some holiday story time programs that I also coordinate.
Now yours has been an interesting story because you've held 4 positions with PRT now, I think.
Yeah,
so?
I started in 2000 with maintenance. So I went from maintenance and then I was promoted to recreation secretary, and then from there now recreation program coordinator.
So watch out, Jessica, you're coming up the ladder, huh?
On my way.
On your way. Adea, you hadn't been there that long.
No, I've been here for 3 years. And some of the program's responsibilities I have is the senior citizens at Smith-Hazel Recreation Center. They meet twice a week.
Okay.
I also do the Smith-Hazel pool. I'm responsible for the staffing there as well and the maintenance of the pool. I have story time at the park that we have throughout the year. And also I have the senior beach retreat with the SCRPA. We have that yearly in the fall as well, and youth programs. I do a variety of the youth programs. Then I have some other events, the downtown Christmas tree lighting, the kite festival, and trick or treat. And actually, trick or treat will be moving this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Where's it going?
It's going to Citizens Park.
Neat. Outgrown downtown.
Outgrown downtown.
That's
so.
great. That is great. And Rasheka, you may have said that you're at the Week Center, your office.
Yes, sir.
And Adea, you're at Smith-Hazel.
That's correct.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about seniors. And I know seniors are a big component of the PRT department. What age do you have to be a senior?
You have to be 50 and older.
Ooh, that hurts.
Well, 50 and younger.
There you go. I like that. That sounds better. Okay. To participate in y'all's programs, do I have to live in the city?
You do not have to live in the city.
Okay.
We offer the senior programs for all seniors, what we say, which is 50 and older. And then you can live outside of the city as well. So that's a good thing. And there's no additional cost for different things that we do put on because of it.
Good. Okay. Adea, let's talk about Smith-Hazel and the seniors over there. I know for years that's been a huge component of Smith-Hazel. Betty was that was her thing. Betty enjoyed doing that. Where are we right now with seniors at Smith-Hazel? What are you offering over there?
Well, they meet on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 10 to 12. We do a variety of activities. I do a monthly calendar for them and get their input as well. We do arts and crafts. We do physical activity, trying to get them to move a little more. We do little games, like we have a beach ball, volleyball game inside. They also do public trips as well inside of the group. We'll do a luncheon for birthdays. We also go to Hamrick sometimes and do a little shopping.
Okay. Hamricks.
Hamricks, they love Hamricks.
I grew up next to Hamricks. Rasheka, it's different at the Week Center. What do y'all offer at the Week Center for seniors?
We offer bingo for the seniors on Tuesdays from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then that's just a cost that's associated with that. So it just kind of depends on how many cards you want to play.
Sure.
Then we also offer Rummy Cube and Mahjong, which is held on Thursdays. One is from 9 to 12, and then one is from 1 to 4. We also offer Board of CSRA, which is held on Thursdays. So that's a neat club. It's just just started. So they do different kind of board games. And at the beginning, we didn't think that it would be very popular, but now it has become like pretty popular. So it's about 10 to 12 people that meet there. For that. And then we have the Aiken Bridge Club, which has been there for many years. And it's held on Fridays from 11 to 3.
And that's a big crowd.
Very big crowd,
bridge.
at least 26 plus
Right, wow.
people per day.
Good. Okay. Now, you also, I think, offer some athletic kind of programs at the Week Center
We
for
do.
some seniors. Tell me
We
about, a
do.
little bit about that.
We offer these, we call it a senior adult basketball, which has been here now about 2 years.
Okay.
And we have some senior men, they just didn't want to actually play with the younger people. So they go in from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And then it's just like $1 or $2 fee for them to play. We also have pickleball, which has been there now for 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
So we're now offering that for almost 7 days a week. So we just ask people to call in at the Odell Week Center to get a schedule of those events.
Okay.
We also offer the Thoroughbred Senior Games, which is going to be held October the 8th through the 15th. The registration fee is $20, and that would include your banquet and the events and all the activities.
And there's a number of activities in that, the senior thoroughbred games. Is that what you
That's
call
correct.
it? Yes.
Yes, it's many things. I think it go from bowling to pickleball to many other activities there.
Okay. You mentioned Adea earlier, as we get older, those of us who are seniors, we need to remain fit and we need to keep moving and doing things. Tell us a little bit about some of the fitness programs that the city offers. Either, Smith-Hazel, and then Rasheka, you can tell us a little bit about the Week Center.
Okay.
At Smith-Hazel, we have an outdoor track that a lot of seniors come in and participate as well. And then also the gym. During the morning time, our gym is not really being used. So they'll come in early and they'll just walk inside of the gym so they can have, not in the heat. And a lot of them say the concrete is better for them to be in the gymnasium than in the concrete.
And on days like it is right now, as we're
Right.
filming this show, when it's 103
That's true.
outside, it's nice to
Very
come in the
much
gym
needed.
to be able to
Right.
walk.
Right.
Okay. Chica?
And we offer that as well. You could come over as well. And we actually have something listed there that if you do so many laps, how many miles it is, which is always helpful. But we also have the outside track. In the last few years, we added the outside equipment as well. So that's always helpful. We have the fitness room. And we give a free orientation on every first Saturday of the month from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. at the Odell Week Center. And then we also have silver sneaker programs. It's been going on now for about 8-9 years. They implemented a nice program for seniors. Some is covered up under their health care plan, so they just have to contact them to see. But we have the Silver Sneakers range of movement, and then we have the Silver Sneakers yoga stretch.
Okay.
We have Zumba Gold as well that is held there. We do some line dancing and some Zumba Gold. So.
No reason not to find something.
No
Go back
reason.
to the fitness center just a
Okay.
little bit. Tell us a little bit about that. What's in the fitness center? Do I have to pay extra? How's that
Okay.
work?
The fitness center, if you live in the city limits of Aiken, then your membership is automatically free.
Okay.
We just go by your driver's license or a lease agreement or some kind of tax notice just to verify your residence. And then it is a cost of $15 per month. If you live outside of the city, then you will have to actually get a membership, which is $75 for an individual or $125 for a family, and then it's $15 per month.
Okay. Now, you also have instructors.
Correct.
Tell me about the instructors and how they work in the fitness center.
Okay. We have 2 personal trainers there. You actually have to contact them. We have Tom Clements, and then we have Lori Comshaw, which is now on staff, been on staff now for a few years.
Okay.
So you contact them just personally. We give you their contact information, and then they let you know what the cost is, depending on what your request is for them.
Okay. Now, of all those programs both of you ladies do, what's some of the best attended programs that you offer, you think?
I would say Silver Sneakers for sure is a very well. When we first started, it was just only a few. But over the years, they have truly grown. We have continued to purchase chairs because some of the actual classes that they offer, they're actually able to sit down for the ones that need that. So we have continued to purchase them. So I see it can be 30-something people per class.
Okay, people may not know what Silver Sneakers is. Tell us what that is.
Okay. Silver Sneakers is a aerobics class that is a low impact for seniors. You have the opportunity of, you can have the option of standing if you have more mobility than others, or then you have the option of sitting down in a chair to also still get the full benefit of your fitness class.
Okay. And I think you also offer that in a room that has a floating floor, so it's
That's
good
correct.
on your ankles, it's good on your knees if
That's
you
correct.
are a senior citizen.
That's correct.
Okay. Adea, what's the most popular one at Smith-Hazel, you think, or most well-attended?
Well, it would be my Smith-Hazel seniors. Our numbers has very increased over the 3 years that I've been there. They keep me very busy,
I'm sure.
and give me some good ideas, and I'm bringing new stuff to the table as well. Like I said, I kind of increase the physical aspect because they used to coming in and sitting down and mingling and talking, and I just try to get them up and moving. And I explain to them as well, you know, if you do something, you can sit down. When we do the volleyball, they sitting down.
Okay.
For the ones that want to stand up, they can stand up. And I also bring in different speakers that might come in and talk about health aspects, and also different type of physical activities that they can do at home as well.
Okay. Seniors like to eat. We all do. Seniors like to travel, too. And I know you guys offer some trips. Tell us about the trips that you guys offer through the Recreation Department.
Yes, we do have an upcoming trip. It's going to be the Aiken Blossom Trail. It's going to be held Wednesday, August the 26th, and it's going to be in Hendersonville, North Carolina. So we'll be taking a trip up there. And also we have the SERPA Beach Retreat that we do every fall. Registration usually start in February, beginning of the year, to give the seniors the opportunity to make payments as they can, instead of all portion at one time. But you have that option if you want to do the all portion at one time as well. The Senior Beach Retreat is a great event. I have a ball as well. We stay there for 4 days and 3 nights on the beach, and they have a variety of activities that we do throughout the day, starting at 7 o'clock all the way up to like 9 o'clock at night.
Now, which beach?
And it's Myrtle Beach.
It's Myrtle Beach. And that's not just Aiken seniors, that's seniors from all over the state.
It's
come
all
together.
over the state, and last year I think we had about 350 seniors that attended, that just took over the resort, and that's a great thing. You get to meet new people. Some people go every year, so that's like they meet up and they talk and they mingle, and catch up with what's going on within the year. Also, we have did some other type of public trips, just a day trip. We went to the Red Cliff Plantation in Beach Island.
Okay.
Went to the BMW plant in Greer, South Carolina. That was really fun. They actually went in and did a tour of the BMW plant, and we also had lunch as well.
They let you do the simulator car?
No, we just actually just walked around, and you can see from the beginning, from the door being by itself to when the car is going out the door completed. So we went through that. The instructor was really, really good. We had microphones actually connected to headsets so we can hear, because it is loud in there.
Sure.
So that's something different. Everyone enjoyed that. And then we went to a shopping trip in Sand Hills in Columbia. We walked around, and it's a free shopping trip that you can just walk around, and some just go walk and mingle and eat. Like you say,
Sure.
the seniors like to eat.
Sure.
And we are going to have some more trips coming up in the near future.
Okay. If somebody has been somewhere and they think it would make a good trip, how does that, do they just come to you guys and share that with you and see if we can make it work?
Yes, they
Yeah.
just come to us and say that this is a good trip that we think. And sometimes we do have a lot of seniors. That's where we get many of our ideas from. It's from seniors out there. They go one place, or they visited or place have heard by word of mouth from someone else of a good place. Then me and Adea get together, and then we put together the trip, seeing we can keep the costs cheap as possible so that they are able to participate in that trip.
Okay, good. Now, I understand the Recreation Department, Parks and Recreation Department has a senior commission. How does that work? Tell us a little bit about that and how that works with the seniors we have.
The senior commission, they meet first Thursday?
Every fourth Tuesday?
Fourth Tuesday, sorry. And they meet together, and they come up with ideas and suggest it to the Parks and Recreation, just for their experiences and things that they might want to see in the Aiken area.
Okay. So they just help staff out. Now, if I've just moved to Aiken, hypothetically, and I have a talent that I want to share as an instructor at the Week Center, How do I turn that talent into a class that's offered to the public?
Okay. And we both have it both at Smith-Hazel and the Week Center because there have been classes instructed there as well that we have to do instructors. But what you do is just come into the Week Center, or if you call, we can email you. It's just a proposal form. The proposal form you'll just fill out completely, have details of what you would like to do, what you would like to offer, and then you just turn that back in, and it can be by email as well. And then the supervisor, which is now Miss Chrissy Miller, she will look over it, and then she will call them in for like an initial interview of what they would like to do, and then she will approve it or not, and then they will go from there with the program.
Okay, okay. At the Week Center and at Smith-Hazel, each of you guys have something called free play that people can just come in. Doesn't really have to be seniors, it can be anyone. What's
Right.
free play, and why is that important in the gyms?
That is very important. We have kind of revamped it a little bit and said public play.
Okay.
Because we actually a few years ago added the daily entry of $1.
Okay.
Which has been very, very successful.
Yeah.
What we do is public play is very popular. It's been there since the Odell Week Center has been there because there's always been a gymnasium and children or adults has always been able to come and play. But what we do is on a daily basis, because the gym is also used for different events and different programs. So we place on the door now there in Smith-Hazel just the hours that it is open for public play. So you have to be 13 if you are going to be left alone there, and then it is $1 per each person. If you are 50 or older, there's no cost for you. You just have to have your ID. We have what we call a senior pass, so that will get you in to play public play for free.
Okay. Now, both centers also, within the last 3 or 4 years, you've installed a camera system. Tell us a little bit about that. I know you know it better than anybody, probably. Tell us a little bit about how that works from the minute you walk in the door. What do you have to do?
Right. From the camera system, we was implemented about 53 to 56 cameras just at the Odell Week Center. And I think there's about maybe 20 or so at the Smith-Hazel. And then we are continuing to add as needed because now we have some that's outside as well. But from there, I must say that it has really improved a lot of things that may have occurred many, many years ago that we don't have now at the Odell Week Center versus also at Smith-Hazel. So when you actually walk in there, you see many cameras, a screen full of cameras. But that's a good thing because you have some parents calling in and want to know if their children was there or their children are supposed to be there. And we're able just to look up and say, well, there's nobody in the gym, so that helps them a lot as well. So we ask that you have your ID, whether it be current or lease or your tax notice, just showing if you live in and out of the city, and we can put you in. If you do live in the city, then we can give you a membership for free, and we just give you a little scan card there. And then the cameras itself is just great safety because you're able and good security throughout there. In case anything's happened, you could just able to see it and have the ability to just keep everybody safe and include employees as well.
Okay, and the staff who sits at that front desk, literally as they're sitting there working on the computer, they can see 6 or 8 screens, however you set it up, and if you have an area, if you have a concern or you're wanting to watch someone, you can do that. But you also, when that person comes in and swipes that card, you mentioned earlier, mama calls and wants to know if her son's in the gym. You can tell her, maybe not if he's in the gym, but if he's come into the building that day.
That's correct.
And let them know. That's a great security system that we have going on there now. Good.
Even if they pay $1 to get in, they have to sign in. So that's another good reason. If it's not in the system, we could look at the sheet and say, yes, your son or your daughter has been inside the building.
Right. Okay. Now, question, we're building a new park on the north side of town. The city's going to be building this park over the next few years. From your standpoint, maybe not just seniors, but maybe your clients that come in, what do you think the city, what would you like to see in the new park that we're building?
My opinion, I think it needs to be a area for the seniors just to do a variety of activities daily instead of certain days throughout the week. have a lunch program for people that needs to come in and have a serving lunch, that they will have a hot lunch daily.
Okay.
And also just space for different activities that you can offer. Because we rent, as Rasheka said
Sure.
earlier, we rent, so that takes away sometimes from some of the programs that we can offer on a daily basis. And also I work with the youth, so I think we should have something youth bound as well in the area, indoors, so they can come inside and not hang around outside all the time, especially with the heat.
Yeah.
And the winter season as well. Track is a big thing. I think we should have an indoor walking track, and also an indoor pool. And just to give different activities, aerobics. Water aerobics can be for any age group. I actually just did a youth aquatics aqua zumba inside the water, and they loved it. So I think that would just give them the opportunities to have something to do throughout the day, especially during the off seasons when they're out of school.
You've thought about this a little bit.
Yes, I have.
Shika, what do you think?
I would say another gymnasium, for sure, because sometimes we do, take up the gymnasium at times, but it's for other programs, and it's kind of hard to have them to understand that sometimes there are programs like day camp and other things that use it, or pickleball. I truly believe that they need to have a pickleball court there as well, or a few pickleball courts as well, because it's very popular and it's growing, extremely a lot, and in a fitness room as well.
Okay, well, that's going to be an interesting process over the next few years to figure out what we put in there.
Right.
Now, I know you guys can't do all this by yourself. You use a lot of volunteers, and we'll talk about that, but you also use something that the city has called the Senior Tax Worker Program. Tell us a little bit about that and how you utilize those folks in that program.
I've been working with the Senior Tax Program now for about 5 years, and what we do is we get a list of everyone that is actually available to work or has been signed up for that program. And we'll give them a call to see if they would like to work in different locations, because everyone throughout the city utilizes them, whether it's City Hall, Public Works, or Public Safety. So we'll call them up, and then they have a certain amount of hours that we have, some from 10 hours to all the way up to a couple hundred hours, which is good. But we do use them there. We use them at Odell Week Center. If you visit there, they are there as well. At Smith-Hazel, Touch a Truck, which is
a lot of events.
We'll use it at a lot of events, and then Trick or Treat on Pendleton. We use many as well. So it is a great program. And sometimes I look back and say, well, if we didn't have them, we wouldn't be able to do at least some of the stuff. They give us those extra hands that our staff don't have time for.
And I think folks just call the city manager's office and let them know that they want to join.
That's correct. Fill out a couple pieces of paper, and we'll call them up.
Good. Volunteers, it's vital. Senior tax workers are, in a sense, they're volunteers, but there's a whole nother spectrum of volunteers that you ladies use each and every day. Tell us about some of your volunteers and how you utilize them.
Okay, the volunteers, especially with our events, we use them a lot with events. Like she said, with Trick or Treat on Pendleton Street, you're talking about a lot of people coming in, and you need a lot of hands just to help on the individual things that we offer during the events. Kite Festival, I use them there as well. So if anybody is interested in volunteering, you can contact myself or Rasheka. We having a lot of upcoming events that's coming up that we can have a lot of hands for.
Okay. Let's talk about upcoming programs while we've got a little bit of time left here. You mentioned Trick or Treat's moving.
Yes.
Tell us specifically about what's going on at Trick or Treat now that it's at Citizens Park. How's that going to work?
It's going to be very interesting because I'm used to a long street. So now we're going to move it into one of the fields out there and have everything kind of together instead of so spread out in a way. For on Pendleton Street, you got a street, so you got a little more space. So we'll have our trunk-or-treaters out in a circle as well, and inflatables and concessions as well. But it's going to be a great event. It's going to be a new experience for everybody and myself. Just planning it and getting prepared for it.
Okay, so if I'm a business that wants to be a part of this, how do I go about that? Do I just show up?
No, don't show up.
Okay. Okay.
I need you to contact myself at Smith-Hazel, and I have a form that you can complete out for all volunteers that want to do volunteering, or if they want to do the the trunk to pass out candy. So I could just have a list of people. We try to get about 40 to 50 cars out there. As the event grows, we need more.
Sure.
So it's great to fill out that paper so you can be aware and well prepared for the amount of pieces of candy you have to pass out as well.
How do you guys, well, let me ask you, are there any more upcoming programs that either of you want to talk about, sort of for the fall? Anything you want to highlight?
Well, I have Aiken City Extravaganza, which will
There you
be
go.
coming up on September the 16th, which is a Wednesday. And registration will begin for that on August the 19th. So that's a big event. We have enhanced that event as well. We used to only be able to receive 325 people, but now we have boosted up a little to 500. So every person will be able to receive 2 classes, and a vendor will be able to go to the booths as well, to the vendor fair. And then everybody of those 500 will receive a t-shirt. So that's good. And then we would do a lottery for lunch this year because we increased the numbers for the others. So registration and dinkies will be coming out that Wednesday, that August the 19th.
Okay, but if I'm not one of the 500, I can still come to the event in the gym.
That's
Is
correct.
that right?
That's correct. And we
Okay.
encourage you to participate in that because the vendors is 80 plus vendors, and they put in a lot with the, promotional items and information and brochures and stuff that they had to get and gather for that event. So we really do encourage you to participate, even though if you didn't get a class.
Sure. What kind of vendors do you have in there?
Vendors we have from funeral home services to healthcare. So it's
Assisted living.
assisted
Okay.
living areas, mostly things that all seniors would need throughout their services and insurance.
Okay.
Just try to give them better benefits of that, or even with VA benefits if that's there.
Yeah, and there's no cost, like you said, to come
No cost
walk
at
around.
all.
Okay.
No cost to walk around.
You ladies do a lot of programs we've talked about today. How do you promote all this?
Oh, it gets a little tiresome, but we have to find ways. We try to find ways that's not as costly, but we do have a lot of paid ads that we do Aiken Standard, do different magazines, Augusta Chronicle at times as well. Then we do flyers, both at both centers, Twitter. We do Facebook as well. Facebook has really grown now, so we reach a lot of people there as well. We also do, for seniors on the go, we do newsletters, so we send them out by email blast. And then we have a software where we're able to send it out to everybody within that. In our software, we can send it out to everyone and do an email blast. So that's even another big way for us to do it. We do Aiken Is. We do a lot of advertisement there as well on those sites.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the park bench you've got sitting there. What's that? What's that?
Well, this is a publication that we've come up with some years ago, and we put this together quarterly. It just has a lot of information in it about the memberships itself, some of the programs that we offer, times, cost in here. So it's always good. So you can just pick you one up, whether it's at the Odell Week Center or the Smith-Hazel Center as well.
And I think that also gets placed on the city's website.
Yes.
And you probably
It is.
post it through Facebook
Oh, yes,
too,
as well.
out there.
Yes.
What have we missed? Is there anything else you'd like to highlight or talk about today that we may have missed?
No, I don't have anything.
Just come out and enjoy the programs. And it's not,
Yes,
we've
for sure.
talked a lot about seniors today, but we
yes.
do want people to know, the Week Center in Smith-Hazel is not just about seniors. We've
Right.
just sort of focused on seniors
about
today,
youth
but
as
there's a lot of programs out there for the young at heart,
Yes.
and mom and dad
That's right.
to take advantage of. Well, thank you
Thank
for
you.
coming on the show. You did a great
Thank you.
job. I really
Thanks.
appreciate it. Upcoming shows, we've got Tom Rapp, who is our city horticulturalist. He'll be talking to us about some of the things he does in the islands in the city and plantings. We've also got Tim Coakley, who will be talking to us about recycling in the city. So those will be coming in the upcoming weeks. Thank you and have a great week.